This next drawer is all blush products. I feel like blush is one of those products that I don't really swap out too often. I will kind of use the same kind of neutral blush until it's basically gone. So I have quite a few here. I feel like maybe I can get rid of some, but we'll see. So this first one here is an e.l.f. blush. This one I really like. It's the mineral blush in the color Sweet Retreat. I've been using this one forever now. It's just kind of a really nice go-to one. So this one is actually my current one. I'm hoping to use this one up soon, but this one's going straight to my makeup bag. This is another one of the e.l.f. mineral blushes. This one is in the color Wanderlust. This one, again, I love this formula. It's so nice and so inexpensive, but I just feel like this color is a little bit too dark for me, so I'm probably going to give this one to my mom. So that one I'm going to declutter. This one is another one of my all-time favorite ones. This is a NYX blush in the color Bourgeois Pig. This one I used for, no joke, like years, and you can still see the imprinting on it, but this one I will definitely come back to probably whenever I finish up the other e.l.f. blush, but this one's definitely going to be staying. It's one of my favorites. This next one is a hard candy little mini blush. This one I think is in the color Living Doll. I used to really love this a long time ago. This one is just so incredibly shimmery. I do not like any shimmer in my blushes anymore. So this one you can just see how much shimmer is in that, and it definitely shows up on the cheeks. It's not even like a super like wash of color. It is straight up shimmer. So this one I'm gonna let go, and it's actually broken. It kind of broke from the little plate that they're baked on, so that one I'm gonna pass along. This is another blush that I got from Shop Miss A. This one, I don't know if there is a name for it. This one kind of reminds me of like the Physicians Formula, like Happy Booster blushes or whatever that they had a few years ago. This one came with a crazy amount of overspray. You can probably see around the edges that silver overspray. To be honest, it's not that bad for a $1 blush, but again, I have so many and I just feel like I'll never be able to get to this product, so that one I'm gonna pass along. These next four I also got from Shop Miss A. These are the Miss Chick Universal blushes. I think these were also $1. These are actually probably the best like $1 blushes I've found. I really like these. The only thing is they are super pigmented, so you have to be very careful when applying these. You want to go super light-handed, but these are very good, especially for $1. But I don't think I'm going to keep all of these. I feel like I should just keep 2 of them. I think that this one here is just a little bit too dark for me. This one is the color Gypsy. I'm going to declutter that one. Just again, too dark for me. This one is the color Rose, another one that's just very, a little bit too bright. I mean, I feel like I could definitely make any of these work, but again, since I have so many and they last me so long, I should probably just pass these along, so that one's gonna go. The more that I look at these two, they're actually very similar, even though the outer packaging is quite different. This first one is the color Apricot, and then the bottom one is the color Petal. They're actually very similar. I think I'm going to get rid of the Petal one and keep the more peachy one. Again, I don't really have any other peachy blushes, but I do have quite a few pinky ones, so this one is gonna go, and I'll just keep the one. This next one is a blush from e.l.f. This is Pink Passion. This one reminds me a lot of the NARS packaging, but this one is just another one that's super, super bright. Like, I don't even think you can see how bright it is coming across on camera. These are just a little bit more of a dusty, kind of chalky feeling, but I definitely think it's still something that you can make work. But I think I'll just pass this one along as well. I just don't really have the need for so many blushes, and this color is just a little bit on the brighter side than what I would typically wear. This next one is another Korean one from the brand Lovely Me. This is the pink cushion one. I talked about this in my Korean beauty products not worth the hype. This one's actually super cute. It has like the little puff, but the actual blush is such a baby pale pink. It's so chalky and dusty. Another one that I just don't really like, but I feel like it's just so cute, and again, if I want to keep it for like a full face Korean beauty product video, if I ever do that again, I want to have something on hand, so this one I guess will stay, mostly because it's just cute, but I feel like I can keep it because I have been getting rid of a lot of other blushes. This next one is a Bare Minerals blush. This one's in the color Pink Petal. This one's actually really pretty, but again, it's a little bit darker, and I don't really find myself ever using like a powder blush too much, like a loose powder blush, so this one I would probably pass along to my mom. I feel like it would work better for her skin tone anyway, since she's a little bit darker than me, so that one can go. Then these last three, I feel like I will keep all of these. These are the e.l.f. bronzing duos. I have 3 different ones. This first one I think is the Antiqua one, and it has like a baby pink and a bronzer in it, so I'm gonna keep that one, even though I don't really like shimmer bronzers anymore, but these are so good. I think they're like $3 or $6. I also have the original one. I think this one is in the color St. Lucia. It's a little bit more of the NARS Orgasm color blush, and the bronzer in this one again has so much shimmer. I wish it didn't, but again, I'll hang on to that. And then I also have the cream version, so those I'll keep as well. I like these because they're obviously creams, and there's no shimmer or anything in those, so those will stay, even though I use these more in like the summertime, but I can't part with these just yet. So I think I did a really good job at decluttering that one. I am only keeping 6 from that drawer, and I am decluttering 8 different blushes. Again, blush is another one of those things that I feel like even though I don't like the product, I can make an effort to use up, but these again, they last me so long that I feel like I will never in my lifetime use up all these blushes, so those are all gonna find new homes. I do have just a couple more blushes on the bottom drawer that I'm sure will all be moved up to this one. So this is the next blush drawer. I just have just a couple in here. This first one is one that came with the Sephora birthday gift this year. It is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the color Party, so that one I'm going to keep. I'm also going to keep this one. It's my only, not really necessarily high-end blush, but definitely not cheap. This one was $26 from the brand Pretty Vulgar. This one is in the color Sweet Revenge, so I'm going to hang on to those. I don't really think this is worth $26, to be honest. I feel like there are $1 blushes that do the exact same thing, but I'm not going to get rid of this, and the packaging's so pretty, so one I will have to get to in the future, but I'm definitely not going to be decluttering that one. And these last two are super old products. These are actually really cute though. They're called Fox in a Box. These were from Hard Candy. This was kind of like the Hard Candy's version of the like box blushes from Benefit. This one was in the color Truth or Dare. It was like a bronzer blush kind of split pan one. I just didn't really like these so much, but they were super cute. And actually for the longest time, I used these to prop up my old camera whenever I used to film all my videos in my bedroom. I kind of use this as like a little prop or a tripod for my camera, so that one can go. This one will also go. This one is in the color Sweet and Spicy, and this one was kind of like 4 different colors that you swirl all together. They're fine, but I just don't really feel like I need these, even though they're super cute and kind of like, I don't know, they kind of remind me of my humble YouTube beginnings of using these as tripods. Then this kind of leads into the contouring products that I have. This is from Profusion. I got this for $6 from Ross. I really like this. Mainly I just like these first 2 products here, the highlighter and the kind of cool toned bronzer. I haven't used this in quite a while just because these were really the only 2 colors that I really used a whole lot, and it was kind of large. I do like this. I'm going to keep it, but I just don't really have much of a use for these other colors here. I could always use them as like eyeshadows or something, but these are huge and it takes up a lot of space, so I really wish this was just like a smaller like little duo of just those 2 products. That'd be pretty ideal for me, but for now I will hang on to it, so that's gonna stay. And then this final drawer here is more of my bronzer kind of contouring products. So the first one that I have here is another Pretty Vulgar one. This one is the Bronzed Bee Son of a Bee bronzer. I don't really find anything that amazing about this, but it is my current bronzer, and so that one is going back to my makeup bag. Another one that I got from Shop Miss A, this one went along with the blush that I decluttered. I'm gonna get rid of this one as well. It's just a little bit too shimmery for me, and I don't really find that I use shimmery bronzers all that often. I'm more of just the matte cool tone contours, so that one can be decluttered. This one goes along with the Sugar Mix highlighter one. Again, same thing, kind of sheer, but I do want to keep it in case I ever do any more Korean based videos. This one I will declutter. I've had this one for so long. This is the Love and Beauty from Forever 21 like snow leopard bronzer that was supposed to be like a knockoff of the Too Faced one, so that one's definitely gonna go. This is one of the ColourPop bronzers. This one is in the color Carry On. Again, I don't like this for bronzer, but I will use this as like an eyeshadow, so that one can stay. This is an e.l.f. product that came in one of my orders a long time ago. That was like one of those freebie gifts because I didn't order this, and it's called like the Bronzing Booster. It's just like a little mineral powder, and I just don't really think I'd use this either, so that one can go. This is another e.l.f. bronzer. This was one that they had a long time ago. It was like one of the $2 ones. This one's pretty much all used up, so that one I'm just gonna cut the loss on this one. Usually I would like try to get every use out of a product I could, but this was so inexpensive. I didn't really like it that much, but that one I'm just going to finally throw away because I mean there's really not anything left into it. Another one of those e.l.f. bronzers, this one I'm just gonna get rid of. It's just a little bit too shimmery for me, so that one will go. This is by Hard Candy. It is one of the baked bronzers in the color Tiki. I find this is actually more of like a highlighter for me. I have almost completely used this up. This used to be one of my favorite highlighters ever, but there's just a tiny bit of it left. I find that I'll probably just throw this in my highlighter collection and use this up. I really liked it. If I didn't like this product so much, I would just get rid of it now because there's like almost nothing left. But I did like it so much, so I'm just gonna throw that in my highlighter drawer. This is another really old Ulta product. It was one of their like, kind of like their version of like the Bobbi Brown shimmer strips or Physician Formula shimmer strips. This one I think I'll just let go. I remember this was like one of like the very first things I ever got from Ulta, but I think it's just time for it to go. I used to use it as eyeshadows as well, but it's just kind of all shimmer, and I don't know, I just feel like there's no really reason for me to keep it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the color Bikini Contest. This one is huge, and I used this one for a long time, but it's still like, it looks like it's never been used. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, and it's not one I would typically go for, but I remember I did like this one, so I'll hang on to this one. But this one I will let go. This is the Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette. This one kind of had like some highlighter colors, some like kind of bronzery kind of things. I don't really know what to do with this one, so I'm gonna let this one go. This one was just a little bit on the chalky side, so that one I will declutter. And that is everything from that drawer, so I'm just gonna put some of the few products I'm keeping back into this drawer. So I feel like I did really good with that drawer as well. I felt like I was really just kind of cutthroat on a lot of things that I've had for so long, but I felt like I was never going to really get to. So I'm only keeping 4 of my kind of contouring bronzery products, and I am getting rid of 7 bronzer, contour, highlighting, illuminators, whatever these are. I'm getting rid of 7 of them. So overall I feel pretty good about that. I was able to get rid of a lot of products this video, and I was able to pretty much clear out another entire drawer, so I will have room to put some more of my stuff. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below, and until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.